the next one. There are two types of rabbits, those that strictly eat grass and those that strictly eat berries and flowers. A drought occurs 1 year, and the plants have difficulty producing any extras, flowers, berries, etc. They can only try and keep themselves green. The rabbits have had babies all year long, but many are eaten by foxes or hawks. Due to the drought, many have starved to death. Which type of rabbit is more likely to survive? Okay, so what do the rabbits eat? There are rabbits that eat grass. So if it says strictly, it means only. So rabbits only eat grass, and there's rabbits that only eat berries and flowers. So there's a drought. The plants have difficulty producing extras. That's a very important sentence. The plants are not making flowers and berries. So don't worry about the rest of these parts here. It says which type of rabbit will survive. Is it going to be the rabbit who eats grass or the rabbits that eat berries and flowers? During a drought, what dies? The berries and flowers. So because of that, our answer to this question is the rabbits who eat grass will survive because the grass is not lost during the drought. Alright? So during the drought, the berries and flowers die, so the rabbits do not have any food. Alright, number 4. Ben says that giraffes have long necks because they stretch their necks to try and reach food that is high in trees. Since the parent had stretched its neck, it passed the long neck to its offspring. Jerry believes that giraffes have long necks because the ones with long necks were able to reach the food, and those with short necks could not and died. The long-necked giraffes reproduced, and soon all the giraffes had long necks. So we have to figure out which sentence is more verified to fit in with Darwin's theory of natural selection. Which sentence specifies how organisms lived and organisms died, and the ones that did lived and had made babies. And those babies also had long necks. Well, which one is that? Ben says this statement here. Since the parent had stretched its neck, it passed the long neck to its offspring. So let's look at this quickly. If you were a basketball player, let's say you were Michael Jordan, right? Michael Jordan is one of the best basketball players there is. Now, was he born a basketball player? No, he was not born a basketball player. He was born like a regular person. He simply practiced and practiced and practiced. When Michael Jordan has a baby, will his baby be good at basketball? Well, no, it will not, because it's a skill that takes practice. If the giraffe stretched its neck, you cannot pass on. There's no DNA for stretching a neck. So that's incorrect. Jerry is correct. Jerry's sentence says, giraffes have long necks because the ones with long necks reached the food and those with short necks died. The long-necked giraffes reproduced and all giraffes had long necks. That is the right answer. Okay, so what happened? Here, the giraffes were able to eat the food because of their long necks. The ones that didn't simply die, they didn't make it. Therefore, Jerry is correct. Jerry is correct because the giraffes died if they could not reach for food. But here's the important part. The successful giraffes were able, the successful giraffes lived and reproduced, passing their long neck DNA to their offspring. Alrighty? That's the answer to question 4. For the sake of this video, we don't have time to go over all the answers. I will go over 5. The answer to this one's A. The factory burns coal and pollutes the air with black dust. Dust settles. This results in, well, it's not going to be A, not going to be C, it's going to be B. There's going to be less dark trees, so the white moths will die. 7. The greatest survival chance would be a large population. Let's see. This is most likely the answer. Yes, this is the answer. If you're a large population, you will have variation and you will survive. Not a small population, not an endangered population, and not one species. Alright, next one. When a species includes organisms with a wide variety of traits, is most likely that this species will, this one is B, a greater chance to survive if environmental conditions suddenly change. That's the right answer. This one, I'm going to go over this very quickly. I'm running out of time. Would a tiger that was be born without fangs be expected to pass trait onto its offspring? So if it was born, yes, because it was born with it. If it was born with it, it could be passed on. 10. Would a tiger that broke its fangs expected to have offsprings that are toothless? No, because the tiger was born with fangs. 11. Would the albino tiger be expected to survive in an environmental jungle? No, because it cannot camouflage. It will not camouflage in its surroundings. In the jungle, the color whites is not going to benefit a tiger. It needs to be like a different color. What if the population migrated to a snowy Arctic? Well, then the albino tiger will survive because it can camouflage. Because in the Arctic, everything is white. All right, that's it for today. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll get back to you. And that is natural selection. Take it easy.